Hi there, Kirk Williamson with KPN Photo Tours. Today, we're talking about what's in my bag. I don't know why, but I get questions about this through email and on YouTube often. I don't know why. Anyway, let's start off with what kind of bag this is. This is a Lowepro Flipside 400 AWs. In other words, it's got this bag that you can pull over it, which makes it waterproof, which is cool. Never used it. But the biggest reason I got this particular bag is that it's really for a mirrorless system. It's not as deep as my other one is. Other one's ginormous. And it also takes a 13-inch laptop and a 10-inch, 10.5-inch, what do you call it, iPad, which I have both of those. So when I travel, I like to carry this baby right here, and sometimes I don't even bring the laptop with me. So anyway, the best thing about this bag here is that I've got some great things up top here. I don't know if you can see this. This up here, I put my my tripod in here and I cinch it down with this right up here, which is great. And it's got some side water bottle pockets right here, which is awesome. And it's it's comfortable too, which I kind of didn't expect that. So anyway, up here, you can't fit a lot in this up here, but what you do have is you have space for the laptop, the iPad right here. And I've got, an extra strap in here. I've got my Peak Design tools in here. Oh, headlamp. And I've got this waterproof Optech, $6.99 for two of them. Really kind of cool. And I don't really have anything else in here except this little baby right here, which is the dry pack. I've got two of these, which happen to come with some furniture that I got. All right, a couple of chairs I had to put together. So anyway, this front pocket, if you keep it light up top here, you can probably fit a roll-up jacket of some kind in it. And if you try hard enough, you can probably fit some other things in there which you'd like to. But I don't carry the iPad with me all the time, so there's plenty of space in here. Plenty of space. And, there's a place to stow things up here if you want. I usually stow these straps in here for the tripod if I'm not using a tripod holder. And I've also stuck some, what do you call it? Where's the other one? I lost one. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see. I put them in different places. Got some carabiners here, which help for carrying stuff like water bottles, things like that. So, it's also got some cinch straps up here. These cinch straps. And this waist belt is actually pretty good. It's nice and wide. It doesn't come off, which I would love this if it came off, but it doesn't. Just too bad. So let's go inside the bag. What we got in here? Let's see. So inside here, this is where the laptop would go, inside this space right here. And it's pretty good sized space. There's another place right here, which I've got some extra dividers and things. All my breakthrough technology or breakthrough photography lens cloths, and another dry pack. So this is, so far you can fit a lot of stuff in here, but the goal here is to be lighter. That's my whole thing. And I put my, my memory cards up here. So let's go inside. Now let's start over here. Over here I've got my electronic release. Put that back in there. Get in there. And then my trusty 55 to 200 made by Fuji. Love this lens. It's great. And then over here I have the 10 to 24 made by Fuji. Love this lens as well. It's great. And oh, a Leica strap. Then I've made this so that I can put caps and things in there. So here's my my basic, this lens here. This is the 18 to 55 Fuji, and I use this primarily for video. I have used it for stills too, but primarily for video. And by the way, the camera that's shooting this video right now is the X-T30 with the 16 to 80 on it. Now normally, in this space right here, this X-T3 would have the 16 to 80 on it right in this particular space right here, right in here. And it fits perfectly with the lens shade attached, not turned around, but all the way out. And it works great that way. This is the X-T3, and this is the 23 f2, and it sits on the, what do you call it, on the X-T30 all the time, and it sits right up here like this. This is where the X-T30 goes normally. So, onto this pouch right here. This is where I keep my stuff for video, or some of my video stuff. This is a holder for my Osmo Pocket, which I do most of my video with, you know, my walking around stuff, and it works great. And I also keep the charging cables in here as well. Don't ask me why I travel with all this stuff, but I do. That fits nicely in there. And in this last place in here, I keep all my video sound stuff. So I've got my Rode mics, these little Rode, what do you call it, Goes. They're great, really, really good. Extra battery tube there, and GoPro mount, and a little mini tripod, and also another microphone. This is my backup microphone. I'm going to get a micro, a Rode Micro, video micro, whatever the heck it is, since it doesn't take power. This one takes power, so I got to watch it with this thing. So that's primarily what I keep in this bag. And now what I can do is, if I really feel like using a much larger lens, what I can do is I can put the X-T30, excuse me, the X-T3 with, you know, I take out this riser here, and I can put the X-T3 with the 100 to 400 in here if I want to, or the 50 to 140. Depends on what I'm doing, you know. This thing rises it up a little bit. So it's pretty adjustable. I've been able to make this work for a lot of things. If I was going to go to, you know, shoot a game or something, I'd probably put the 50 to 140 on the X-T3 inside here with the tele extender on it. But just last week when I shot some waves, that was 2 weeks ago. I put the 100 to 400 in here, and it works really, really well. So anyway, that's the bag, and honestly, they call it the Flipside because you can keep it attached to your waist, take one of the shoulder straps off, spin it around, and flip it down, and open it right up and take your stuff out and then put it back on your back again without having to lay it down in the snow or the muck or whatever it is. So, like I said, this is the Lowepro, and I'm a big Lowepro fan. I've been using Lowepro since the 80s. This is the Lowepro Flipside 400 AW, and it's a great pack. Whoop, forgot this. It's a great pack. I've used it now for a couple of years, and it's served me well, actually. I pretty well enjoy it. So that's it for this week. Sorry for doing something like this, but you know, quite honestly, what it's come down to is we're all stuck inside here, and we're trying to figure out things that, as photographers here in the state of Massachusetts, they don't have a complete lockdown yet, but it's getting to that probably tomorrow, which is Tuesday. they're going to order us all to stay inside. So I won't be able to get out and shoot. Should have done some this weekend, but quite honestly, there are way too many people out there roaming around, so I decided to stay in. My wife and I stayed in. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and come out with some things that we can do as photographers while we're at home. And what I'm going to do is I've got a lot of photo books, which I didn't want to do them in this episode, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out some photo books and go through some of them, my favorites, and explain why they're my favorites. And maybe you'll look into buying some of those books. So anyway, hopefully you'll all stay inside and look at some more of my videos and other people's videos. I know that I'm getting a lot of enjoyment looking at videos from other folks and trying to figure out what everybody else is doing while they're stuck inside or just go out in the backyard. That's another thing. You can, if you have a backyard, you can go outside and shoot. You don't have to stay inside completely. You can go out in your backyard and shoot some pictures out there. I shot some crocuses the other day. Those crocuses have been coming up for 25 years. Anyway, that being said, hey, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. That would be great. And check out capeandphototours.com. We're canceling our June workshops just because we don't know what's going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to really try and zero in on our September. We have 2 September workshops. One is a Mid-Coast Maine workshop, which is going to be great. And that's with my buddy, Jim Skrlutis. And we're also going to be coming back here for another workshop here down at the Rockport Inn and Suites down here in Rockport. And we're going to be exploring Cape Ann in the fall. It's a beautiful time of year to come here and visit. So that being said, that's it for this week, and we'll catch you next time.